John and Joan were driving down a long dark road, trying to reach their destination before nightfall. The road was surrounded by dense forest on both sides, and the only sound was the hum of the engine and the occasional screech of a bird. But as the darkness deepened, John and Joan began to feel a sense of unease. They saw shadows moving in the trees, and heard strange whispers in the wind. They tried to ignore it, but the fear was growing stronger with each passing moment. Suddenly, they heard a loud howl, and the car came to a halt. They stepped out of the car and saw a figure standing in the middle of the road, blocking their way. It was a werewolf, and it was glaring at them with glowing eyes. John and Joan tried to run, but the werewolf was too fast. It cornered them, and they thought their fate was sealed. But then, to their surprise, the werewolf spoke to them. It told them that they were in grave danger, and that they had to turn back and never return to this road. They didn't understand what the werewolf meant, but they were too scared to ask. They quickly got back into their car and drove away as fast as they could. But as they drove, they began to realize that the road was never ending. No matter how far they drove, they always seemed to be on the same stretch of road, surrounded by darkness and fear. Just when they thought they couldn't take it anymore, they heard a voice whisper in their ear, "You should have never come here." They turned around, but no one was there. Suddenly, they felt a cold breath on the back of their necks, and they knew that the werewolf was closing in on them. With nowhere to run, they prepared for their final stand. But just as the werewolf was about to strike, they were suddenly transported back to the entrance of the road. They were free, but they were changed forever. From that day on, John and Joan never spoke of their experience on the long dark road. They knew that they had been lucky to escape, but they could never shake the feeling that the road was still out there, waiting for its next victim. As the years went by, rumors began to spread about the long dark road. People whispered about the werewolf that roamed its length, and the souls that were lost there. But no one had ever returned to tell the tale. That was until one day, a young couple set out on the road, eager to prove that the rumors were just legends. They drove down the long dark road, laughing and joking, completely unaware of the danger that was lurking in the shadows. Just like John and Joan, they soon realized that the road was never ending. And just like John and Joan, they soon heard the howl of the werewolf and felt its cold breath on their necks. The couple never made it back. They were lost forever on the long dark road, just another twist in its endless tale of terror. And so, the legend of the long dark road lives on, waiting for its next unsuspecting victim.